So welcome back to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Just want to give you guys a quick thank you for checking out the channel, all the videos, all the likes, all the subs. Myself and Owen are going hard in the paint, and we enjoy it. It is now Kenny Pickett time. Kenny. So we have like a new lease on life in this season. But for the theme of this video, I want to talk about Mike Tomlin and the possibility that this may be Mike Tomlin's hardest test as a coach to date. Because we have coming up, check this out. You guys know we have the Buffalo Bills, but we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home, at Acrisure Stadium, then at Miami Dolphins, and then at Philadelphia. We have 4 games that, in my opinion, we could lose easily, and we could drop to 1-7. Now, in this video, I am talking about Mike Tomlin, so we are going to get myself, the Tomlin supporters, who I'm a big fan of Coach Tomlin for what he's done in the past, and for what he's currently doing in this new season. Like, we have to remember too, in this new season without Big Ben, he's never had a losing season. It's possibly could be claimed to be like a rebuilding year. I know we have a really good defense, but TJ Watt's out. Some of the other fellas are getting injured, and it doesn't look good right now being 1-3. But the season isn't over yet. And I understand that the other side of the coin will be the Coach Tomlin, fire Tomlin. We've had enough. We're sick of your mediocrity. We're sick of your, no playoff wins in 5 years or whatever it is. We lost 4 games in a row. I get that. I understand that. It's always going to be that topic when it's Coach Tomlin. It's either fire Tomlin or it's support the guy. I get that. But I will play a bit of bias, and I'm just going to try and sit on the fence as best I can. And I want to look at this, I guess, from a non-Steeler view, right? If I look at this schedule, okay, and this is the reason why I say, will this be Coach Tomlin's, biggest test as a coach? Of course, he had Big Ben for 18 years. Some might say that he rode the coattails of Big Ben, and it was all Big Ben. It was nothing to do with Coach Tomlin. He sat back and let Big Ben do all the work. But here's a true test for Coach Tomlin. And I think whatever happens over the next four games, we have to, say for instance, if Coach Tomlin goes out there and wins, say he wins 2-2, 3-1. Look, I'm not saying it happened, but say it does happen. Does he not deserve a little bit of respect in his name if he were to go and beat most of these teams, right? Now, on the other side, he'd easily go out there and lose 0-4, and Coach Tomlin winning seasons will come to an end starting into the bye at 1-7. So I want to go through these games because Coach Tomlin, in my opinion, this is the toughest stretch of games I think he's faced in his career as a Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. And he probably knows that. He's starting rookie Kenny Pickett. First of all, they're taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are 3-1, and we're going to their house. The Pittsburgh Steelers are underdogs at minus 14 points. Sorry, at plus 14 points. I think for the first time I read somewhere, since 1970 is the first time they've been this much underdog. So you'd probably say you're going to lose this game, right? You can lose this game. But what a true test for Mike Tomlin to get his team ready and have a chance to compete and go beat Buffalo. I'm not saying he's going to beat Buffalo, but what a true test. Then next, we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting Acrisure Stadium, Heinz Field. We will have Kenny Pickett versus Tom Brady. Another test for Tomlin. Tomlin's going to yet again have to face Tom Brady at home. Tom Brady has a good record against the Steelers. I believe it's like 10-3 against the Steelers. So that's a hard matchup too, right? The next one, unfortunately, Tua went down with a massive injury, concussion. So I don't believe he'll be playing Miami. He may do, just depending how he goes. But I think he's still on concussion protocol. I think he's still a bit, injured. So, but however, they will be versing Kenny Pickett versus, was it Teddy? There we go. Teddy Two Gloves versus Kenny Two Gloves versus Teddy Two Gloves, right? Still a hard matchup. Going to Miami. We don't fare well to going that way. And the last game in Coach Tomlin's, he's got to run the gauntlet, right? At Philadelphia. Philadelphia right now are 4-0 at their helm. Jalen Hurts has the most passing yards per average, 9.5 per attempt. So these four games right here could possibly be the hardest scheduled 4 games in Mike Tomlin's history. Now, I want you to put in the comments below, if you can. What record do we have after these 4 games? So we have at Buffalo, uh, Tampa Bay at home, at Miami, at Philadelphia. Do you have 0-4? Do you have 1-3? Do you have, what is it now, 2-2? Do you have 3-1? Or do you have 4-0? Right? In my opinion, if Mike Tomlin can escape this period of 4 games with a 2-2 record, he's doing quite well. And he doesn't need to be sitting on the Mike Tomlin hot seat right now. Now, possibly, if he goes into this stretch of 4 games, 0-4, 1-3, of course, there needs to be a lot of pressure and accountability for his actions as head coach. To possibly that seat could be very warm. But also, in my opinion, I don't believe the Rooneys or the Steelers organization are going to go out there and fire Tomlin as much as many people like. And I've been hearing it for years and years and years and years. People want to fire Tomlin. But the more you say it, the more likely it's not going to happen. But what will be the record in these 4 games? At Buffalo, Buccaneers, Philadelphia, and Miami Dolphins. I will be very happy with Kenny Pickett starting a new lease on Steeler football life if the Steelers can escape with a 2-2 record over the next 4 games. If they go 2-2, they should be, I think that's 2-2 should be, what's that? 3-5. They will be 3-5 before the bye. And then after the bye, they have the New Orleans Saints at home and the Bengals at home. 2 winnable games versus the Saints at home and the Bengals, which could lock them back up at 5-5 and for a playoff run. However, this is a really hard schedule and a really tough moment for Mike Tomlin at Buffalo, Buccaneers, Miami, and Philadelphia. Let me know in the comments below, is this the toughest schedule or the toughest point in Mike Tomlin's career? And what record do you have the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin's Pittsburgh Steelers after these 4 games? I'm going to leave you with, I don't know, but I hope they have 2-2 or they're going 3-1. But first of all, it's 1 game at a time. Who would have thought that? 1 game at a time. The Steelers are 1-3, and they've got to go into each week 1 game, 1 quarter, 1 drive, 1 Najee Harris run, and it's Kenny Pickett time, man. It's Kenny Pickett time. But can Tomlin escape this somehow, some way, this gauntlet of games? Buffalo, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Philadelphia Eagles. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Thank you for checking out Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Have a good one.